If the parking culprit lived nearby as I suspected, he would certainly witness the... I let the water pressure do the rest. Now, it would just be a matter of time. The place is all yours.
Lazarus Bundy.
And things go from bad to worse. Man, I didn't realize how dirty Green... I really need to deal with something else right now. Come back later.
Information can't wait. But above all, they deserve to know. In particular, what Lazarus Bundy is doing to...
Well, I could tell you about how my brain practically spilled out of my ears from the beating I took just to save... But then your article would read, Detective Bundy.
That means you had some gray matter left when you let the Metro Art...
Is giving nicknames to criminals the best?
Gotcha. You're admitting the... Rumor has it that this umpteenth failure? Rumor is that Seamus Burton refused to have your bag.
Rumor is also that a certain detective could sue...
Do you want to stand against the freedom of...
Are you talking about those morons that read your...
Very well.
Why am I still talking?
Because I'm about to give you a loophole. In 2 days, I'll be shooting a special in front of Ramos's house. A program in which I'll reveal...
And I should be that official source, I suppose. You know, I think I'll respect...
I got wind of the detective in charge of the case according to a credible witness who wished to remain...
I've never accepted a bribe in my entire life, Brad.
That is your truth. Do you think it's intriguing? The ball is in your court, Bundy. It's up to you to... Bye-bye.
So that harpy had chosen her scapegoat to sacrifice to the national press. What was I supposed to do at that point? Would I go back where it all started, or would I let them tear me apart without even trying to defend myself?
Hey, Lars. Was Gwendolyn Pratt the woman you were talking...
What? Don't be silly. You know, never mind that. What do you have to say?
Yes. An impressive performance.
Stop wearing out my eardrum. This is my modified temporary pass.
I kept it as a symbol of your ego. You're the first and only one to ever insist on having his...
Hey there.
Good morning. What can...
How formal. In this office, the air is already...
You are right. This is an... Therefore, there's a standard we must adhere to.
First day of work, huh?
First day of internship.
Terrifying. Once I did an internship at a post office. Eventually, I acquired the ability to claim...
That's not my case. This...
Are you kidding?
The mystery-filled atmosphere. The walls soaked with a strong...
Or if you'll be able to pay...
That is really not uncertain.
I feel you, sister. Now, can you let...
I can try, but I don't think the inspector will be receptive right now.
What? Don't you recognize me? Lazarus Bundy!
You are Lazarus Bundy?
Hey, if I get my hands on the ones calling...
They meant that when you take a case, you grab onto it like a dog with a bone and don't give...
Oh, well, in that case...
I'll promptly announce you, Mr. Bundy. Mr. Burton? Detective Bundy is here asking to meet with you. Can I let him in, sir?
Bundy, you said? Let him...
All right, sir. You can go in, Miss...
Thanks a lot, Miss...
Alice. Alice...
Alice. Oh, Alice.
Yes, Mr...
Please drop the formality and call me Lard.
Okay, Mr.
Bundy, I wasn't expecting to...
I couldn't stay away from you for more than...
She has a hairier chest than you, and...
I decided to be elusive. It didn't make sense to involve the department in a story. I still can't get used to the idea of sleeping as long as I...
Don't start with your games. Nobody...
I did hear something in past...
Nothing you can't hear. Normal kidnapping case. Daughter of Eric Mullsberg. The latter details suggest two Imagine, we haven't even warned Mullsberg of... Soon we'll get a contact.
But this is a strong media impact case.
I always liked the way you turn the tape.
Don't make me beg, old man.
And then it would be another and yet another. You would never give up.
If you refer to the blowtorch case, I already thanked you 1,000 times for saving my skin. Despite the nail-biting finale, though, the girl is safe. We can discuss
If you had waited for backup as planned instead of going rogue, now Ramos is on the lam with a rap sheet that would put a
rap sheet. You checked the criminal records of the tenants in that building, and they were all spot.
because he committed his crimes under the name Hector Manchada. Those incompetents downstairs let a man accused of rape and violence against women slip through the...
That's why you need me. I never allow such a...
No, you've caused a totally... You've been reckless. You acted without thinking. Now open your ears and... This old Irish ass has spent most of his life within these walls and recognize you can't work anymore. The sooner you accept...
I get it, old man. You're all heart and thought. I made a mistake coming here. And it's...
Just hear me, kid.
Burton was immovable. I could usually extort any kind of favor from him. I needed my badge if I wanted to take up the challenge. I asked myself where it could be stashed. Burton's very unoffensive. One thing was certain, and maybe I knew where to find some. Hello.
Hi.
Are you really interested?
More than anything else.
Those were only in-movie situations. But I considered it with such enthusiasm here. Did you study anything?
I studied computer science in depth at the academy.
Oh, finally, someone who might understand. I'm sure he barrages me.
Willow Wee is Vietnamese.
It sounds complex.
It helps me understand if a person is being...
I know it may sound...
I couldn't refuse even if I wanted.
As it turns out...
What?
Right now, it's not important. What matters is that I can't work officially anymore, and I find my... But I can't do that.
Wait, you're going to ask me to get it behind the... You're not really asking that of me.
You bet,
I could possibly accept, but...
Some healthy, real-life work?
I must warn you, though. If you call me intern once more...
I think I can resist the impulse.
Done deal. What...
I need a distraction for Burton, and you.
I knew I should expect such things when I accepted the internship.
Of course.
I see my tech skills will...
I was wondering.
Everybody asks about my lock, and nobody receives an answer.
See you soon, intern.
Ugh.
The notes on the bulletin board were mostly focused on possible sightings of blowtorch. Ramos, immortalized from his best side. My colleague was visibly focused on the weird cases, aka the real mystery was why Burton kept on investing. Anytime I stood in front of it, I would feel a chill. Useless junk, except maybe for one. Hello, good man.
What?
Can you tell me how long this...
I know your type. You're one of the... Go bother.
I just wanted to chat. I don't even...
Then you're just waste...
You ain't... You know what? I don't think I'll ever be able to look at a blowtorch.
That Ramos has forever... Someone should really teach...
I hope it doesn't have... About wasting your time. They just fired my friend.
Please, no more.
He had lost his temper.
You're
Why did the blacksmith turn the...
No, please.
He doesn't like heavy... That made me laugh so hard. Do you know why a blacksmith goes...
Wait, I don't...
Iron deficient...
Can I get back to my work?
Okay.
I wanted...
There's this blacksmith who urgently needs an assistant. The first workday starts. The blacksmith... Now I take out the ball. Those were... Well, maybe you'll get it. Enough with this nonsense.
Thank God.
I'll go enjoy this amazing sunny day on the seashore.
I hope it...
I suppose asking you to borrow the drill would be...
I'd let you take it, since it belongs to that inept fool on the street. But if you want to use it here, I'm fine with it.
It was a welder. It was a welder. I balanced one of the boards over the void, creating a Having a metallic object of considerable size in my pocket could... I didn't exactly feel safe about it. The board seemed well positioned, but not very...
I didn't understand how that could possibly help me.
The window was made with a peculiar metallic... I couldn't drill in that spot. A portable drill, equipped with I knew all about such things, since instructions in Swedish meant that it took 2 days to assemble everything. It was a welder. Hello.
Hi.
We'll catch up later.
That's the.
My badge might have been just a few feet away from me, but I couldn't.
I didn't understand how that could possibly help me. Sometimes, my obsession with using...
I started feeling like I was onto something. Could I alter the tube? Probably yes. I started feeling like probably yes. But with what could I weld it? It was a welder.
I didn't understand how...
Was it really?
I didn't understand... Maybe.
I started feeling like I was onto something. Probably yes. But with what? The idea was good, but placing the tube next to the magnet would not be enough to join the pieces together. Maybe if the magnet had a proper housing to insert the metal tube.
No matter how hard I tried, I didn't understand how that could... Maybe.
A temporary permit to enter the HPD department.
I thought it was better to look for another...
I'd wait for the right moment to enjoy.
I thought it was better to look for another solution. Better...
I wondered how safe that makeshift catwalk was.
I was all out of idea.
I wondered how safe that makeshift... I started feeling like I was on it. Probably yes. But with what could I weld it? The idea was good, but placing the tube next to the magnet would not be enough to... Maybe if the magnet had a proper housing to insert the metal tube. The idea wasn't bad, but I couldn't pierce the magnet with... It would only get me a pair of stigmata that way. A portable drill, equipped with battery. I knew all about such things since I decided to buy my house furnishings from a very cheap furniture store. Instructions in Swedish. The window was made with a attaching the magnet to the metallic frame on the window. Yes, perfect. I really like the idea. I could combine its magnetic potential. I realized, though, that the magnet pull would not be enough to keep the two pieces. That way, the two pieces wouldn't detach anymore. Asking... Hey.
What do you...
I need your incredible ability. You see this pole?
I see it. And you can stick that right where... If you really want to bother someone on the... He really loves killing time with Bull.
Rude and mean. But I could sense some resentment. Maybe I could exploit that to my advantage. That lout proved to be opposed to helping me.
Hello. The blacksmith was right. It looks perfect. But upon closer inspection...
You aren't talking about my newly stuccoed...
Oh, not me. The blacksmith.
How could that jerk dare to criticize me?
I'm all ears.
That beard that he proudly parades around. Just a meager count.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yes, and now it's high time all the world knows it. What? There we are. I hope this will teach him to shut...
It's a real piece of art, in my humble opinion. I think the blacksmith would really like that little masterpiece. The Masons' writing had attracted a crowd down on... Lucky for them, because soon... Hello.
What?
I think there's something you need to see as soon...
What are you talking about?
Here you go. The atomic bomb. I really don't have the heart to tell you. You'd better look... The whole world fell silent. The birds stopped singing.
Holy muff! This beard is sacred. A Shaolin monk. Since then,
That writing on the ground said...
This offense will be repaid.
So I was left with my last cigarette. Yeah, emergency. Now that the blacksmith wasn't around anymore... Now the magnet wouldn't fall off the tube so easily. In that moment, it didn't seem to be... I thought it was... Maybe. By securing the board to the railing, the crossing would be considerably safer. Now the board was well secured on the side of the balcony with 2 nails. While the planter held, unfortunately, the mallet broke during the hammering. It was obviously more damaged than a... The crossing would be dangerous, and the motivation pushing me to act was... Yet I felt I needed to go through with... It was already the second time in a matter of days that I found myself spying on some... I hoped it would not turn into an... I couldn't do anything from the window. I couldn't do anything from the window. Now it was up to Alice to get...
Okay, now I have the chance to... I just have to stay calm, not screw it up, and maybe...
Hey, intern.
Yes?
Don't you see that there isn't even one coffee bean left? I can't concentrate without caffeine.
I really don't like the way he... As I already told you, my name is Alice.
Less talking and more...
I can't waste my time paying attention. I must put into practice what I learned in the academy. All right, I need to. All right then, let's see if all those sleepless nights hitting the book. Hey, you.
Are you talking to me?
Yes, you.
What? Hey, watch your mouth.
Or else what? You can get that coffee yourself.
But
I really did. Now let's take care of Bert.
Come in.
Mr. Burton, I need.
It should be Travisky helping you with those things. What?
I couldn't find him anywhere.
I'm really busy right now, as you can see.
Okay. I'll.
Wait. I'll help you, but just this one time. Are we clear?
I won't disappoint you.
At that point, I needed to move at high. The blowtorch dossier. It seemed possible that my badge might have been temporarily. And there it was. It was done. I was finally.
I'm calling it a day, Alice. My arthritis. Well, let's take a look at this damn.
And then what would I do to get out of trouble? If Burton discovered in that situation, I just had to hope that Alice would come up with something brilliant.
That's not good at all. Lars is stuck and he can't move. I have to go in again, but this time I really don't know what. He won't bother me. All right. The only solution is.
Now who the hell is...
It's.
Blessed Virgin Mary. What's wrong?
Well,
Are you done with those case files?
I finished everything I have to do, so I was hoping that maybe I could, to understand how a great leader behaves.
Oh, well, if you put it that way, go ahead. If we don't close the case soon...
Such an absurd situation he's gotten. But above all, what an absurd situation. I must observe him.
The best way to learn.
No. I think I misunderstood the signs. Mr. Burton, can I say you look
You can say that again, Miss Sharp.
Can I do anything to...
Come to think of it, today I didn't have time to buy the Harbinger.
Don't worry. I'll stop by the newsstand and get a copy of...
Oh, if the previous assistants were like you.
Fraternize with people and they will provide solutions for you. The newspaper will... Psst.
Yeah. He's going to open a theme park.
I usually wouldn't stop for such an approach, but seems interesting.
I can send you something to look at.
Of course, write it down. All lowercase. AliceSharp.hpd@gmail.com.
Perfect. I'm Gillis, by the way. Nice to meet you, Alice.
You won't send me anything weird.
Trust me.
Good morning.
Oh, hello,
I need to pick up today's newspaper.
Bien sûr. It's too
Oh no. The chief must have forgotten to give me the necessary.
like your crazy colleague who never pays. Je suis désolé.
Hello again.
Tell me every.
Look, I have the money, but it would take everything I have. In short, can't you meet?
Pas de problème. You could help me. I'm particularly specialized in.
Here's the money.
Dommage.
Well, at least I'll keep my figure and my dignity. The thin mustache, the painter's hat, the very marked accent. This man is in love. They shouldn't leave this kind of magazine in. What if a child comes by? No. They shouldn't leave this. What if a child. I don't think I have to talk. The news agent is a very. It's very well stocked, but it's missing a mallet and a wrench. Strange. I need to get a newspaper for Burton, or Lars will get stuck in there. Better not. She'd surely ask me for information. I have so little money in my pocket that he should be the. They shouldn't leave this kind of. What if a. They shouldn't leave this. What if a. They shouldn't leave. What if a child comes by? No thanks. I love white. Kinesics require effort. I don't. He makes fast, complex movements, but at the same time, he has a. He must have been doing this. I need to focus. Better not. I don't think so. I don't think so. Not a great idea. No. It cost me dearly, but helping Lab. Here is today's.
You're an angel, my dear.
Brava, the intern. With that move. Burton would have seen me despite the newspaper. Burton would have seen me despite the newspaper. I could use that to distract Burton. I would have just one chance to get...
Damn call center. They won't...
There. That was my chance.
Seamus Burton's office. Who is this? Answer. Who is this?
Lazarus.
Lars. Lazarus is far too...
Okay, but tell me I didn't unnecessarily risk my career.
All went smooth as silk. Admit it. You...
I still do. The mental ones, at least.
Wait, what?
Explain it to me.
I challenge the...
So you'd run such a risk. You don't fool me, Lazarus Bunny. And I'm sure it has to do with Catherine.
You know the moles.
I don't think there's anyone in the city that... Anyway, try not to break your neck, please.
Ambitious and endowed with insight. Maybe that girl could... After all, now that I had my badge again, I was free to investigate...